new blackness that I have found. See, because I have found that also in the last 2.5 years, that I cannot judge a brother whether he has, you know, like whether he wears a tie or a dashiki, whether he has his hair straightened or not. I can't do that, man. I just can't. I did it for one reason. I just got tired of gassing my hair. I really did. I got tired of doing it, of messing with it. And the greatest discovery for me, personally, was that I suddenly found myself being allowed to survive in a... Remember when I came along, man, everybody wanted to emulate Cab Calloway. And Cab did this with your hair. You had to do that. When I worked the Apollo the first time, I could shake my hair fell down. And the brothers then, they got applause. Every act had lines like, it may be greasy, but it combs so easy, you know, that. Maybe red, but the roots ain't dead. These are all lines that all the top acts of the period that I came along in used to say. Acts like Stump and Stumpy and Red and Curly, Moke and Poke, you know. Well, that need's not there anymore. I used to think if I didn't gas my hair, I had lost a part of my identity. And suddenly one day I woke up and said, if my identity, you know, if I have to identify with straightening my hair, then I think I'm going to lose my identity because I'm going crazy with it. And that's it. I didn't realize that I think that the subtext of it was that I was trying to give up something to gain something. That came as a second realization, as an awareness of blackness. I didn't come, that wasn't the thing that motivated us. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I can't be dishonest and say to you, yeah, man, I felt it and that's why I stopped. No, that wasn't the reason why I started. And later came, and then I realized that must have been subconsciously why I did it.
Okay. Well, what in the social revolution that's in progress right now for black people has really affected you? Who has affected you most, would you say?
You mean what individual, what group?
Yes. Is there any individual that really has gotten to you, really put some thoughts in your mind that were not there before?
Yes. And strangely enough, man, like two men that I never met. And that, when I guess when they, one is dead and one's still alive, but he cannot come out because of the system. Malcolm, I devour every word he's ever written. I wish the awareness would have come earlier. I wish I could have had the pleasure once of just hearing him speak instead of on records. I wish I could have touched him. You know how you want to sometimes just reach out and touch somebody, because that physical contact is very important. I wish I could have touched Malcolm. Elridge Cleveland. I think he's brilliant. And those two men have influenced me greatly in terms of inner courage of saying what it is. It's very hard, man. Let me tell you something. When you got a day in terms of your profession, and you belong to, in quotes, the establishment, if you're going to make a turn in your life, if you're going to turn around and come home, you better not be doing it for no, I can't say something I can't say, better not be doing it for no jive tip. Because you lose both if it's dishonest. The brothers can spot dishonesty 2 blocks away, because they've had to do nothing but deal with dishonesty for hundreds of years. Now, going back to the other place, where you function, they ain't gonna like it for openings. So you better have your roots firmly planted. So subsequently, in the last 2 years, I get a lot of heat that you shouldn't do this, and gee, that wasn't wise to do. That happened in the beginning. Now they just say, well, that's where he's at, and that's what we've got to accept.
But is it possible, or is it impossible, to become a star and still have this grassroots quality equality, do you have to sort of compromise and sort of cop out a little bit to get up there?
There isn't a man on top in any field in the world that hasn't copped out, that hasn't compromised, that hasn't stepped on 7 people to get there. I'm no different than anyone else. Maybe I had to step on a few more. Maybe I had to cop out a little more. But it was damn tough, man. I've been a star for 15 years, long before many of the marvelous things that I see happening today within the black community.